The service life of a pressure gauge is related to its application, environment, and operating methods. There are 7 key factors that affect the service life of pressure gauges. Firstly, lack of damper tube or condensation tuber assembly. Some areas with steam, excessively high temperatures, or overly rapid medium flow rates. All these factors can damage the internal components of the pressure gauge. Secondly, incorrect mounting location of the pressure gauge impairs reading accuracy. This is the air compressor in our factory, which keeps vibrating during operation. For this reason, we need to select shock-proof pressure gauges. The gauge has been installed crookedly. It not only affects the reading accuracy, but also will damage condition. Thirdly, mismatched thread specifications pose a risk of leakage. These 2 pressure gauges appear to have the same thread. Actually, they are different. The right one is 1 for DSP, while the left one is 1/4 NPT. As we can see, when installing them onto a pipeline, with 1/4 BSP female threads, the exposed parts of the connectors vary in length. The 1/4 NPT connection cannot be screwed in properly. In addition, we need to select appropriate sealing rings for the equipment. By the way, overwrapping thread seal tape can also lead to poor blockage or leakage. After removing some of the thread seal tape, the connector can be installed smoothly. Let us show a soap bubble testing on a poorly installed pressure gauge connection. A large number of bubbles can be observed forming, indicating leakage. Firstly, the measuring range of the pressure gauge is incompatible with the medium. An undersized pressure gauge will result in the pointer jamming in one place. In addition, the selected pressure gauge has an undersized range. The pressure of the medium exceeds 70% of the gauge's full scale. This pressure gauge was damaged simply because the incoming pressure The Bourdon tube of the pressure gauge is damaged easily. Look, this Bourdon tube has been damaged due to overpressure. Fifth, no waterproof, anti-corrosion or explosion-proof treatment has been carried out. When water or other corrosive media enter the pressure gauge, the internal movement and the Bourdon tube of the gauge will be damaged. This is a pressure gauge with a plastic case, which is not waterproof or dustproof. If we submerge it in water, water will seep into it immediately. As we can see, there is water everywhere inside. A pressure gauge that has been flooded will have a shorter service life. If liquid, corrosive liquid to copper get inside, the pressure gauge will fail much faster. In contrast, this one is a pressure gauge housed in a 304 stainless steel case with excellent sealing performance. Therefore, we should select different types of pressure gauges based on the application environment. Sixth, the lack of necessary valves impairs equipment maintenance. When there is no isolation valve between the pressure gauge and the pipeline, this gauge is highly likely to be damaged by unstable pressure. What's more, it will also create difficulties for pipeline maintenance. Seventh, impurities in the pipeline will clog the instrument interface. If impurities exist inside the pipeline and enter the pressure gauge through the pipeline interface, the gauge may fail to return to zero or get stuck at a certain fixed value. If impurities exist, the pipeline and enter the pressure gauge.